right, we are back. Episode number 7. Everybody here is already laughing, and we haven't even started the show yet. Bom'Chelle's already in a laughing fit. We have Sammy sitting over on the casting couch over there, which we were supposed to have another person there tonight, but they bailed on us.
Yeah.
So episode number 7. We are back. It's been a little while. We do apologize for that. But sometimes you got to wait for a good thing.
Sometimes you have to.
So what's going on, Bom'Chelle?
Oh, let's see. So we had a delay since last Wednesday. I had an illness in my family. Am I up on it now?
Yep. Again, not talking into the microphone.
You know what
We're 7 episodes in and still haven't figured out how to use a microphone.
Listen,
it's amazing.
I have a solution.
What's the solution? Talk into it?
No, that's retarded. Get a football helmet.
Yep.
You know that has that thing in the front? The grill thing?
And just hold you there?
No, just...
We're going to duct tape your head around the microphone.
No, stick the microphone in it.
And what would that do?
It would keep it right up on my face.
Oh, I get what you're saying. We put a football helmet on you that has a microphone attached?
Yeah. And then let me walk around. Can you imagine me with a freaking football helmet?
Your waves are getting very small.
I have to cough.
She's
with a football helmet
fit.
And a microphone with the fucking cord from the microphone hanging from my face as I walk around your house talking.
It's like one of those sleep apnea masks. Who actually sleeps in those? I think everybody gets them and they're like, okay, yeah, I don't want to die. I'm going to sleep in this. And then they never sleep in it.
No. How could you fall asleep with something on your face?
I don't know. At one point, I had a problem where I was grinding my teeth at night. Mm-hmm. So I decided to get a mouth guard.
What?
Yeah, like a sleeping mouth guard.
Like a dental dam?
Something like that. So I didn't grind my teeth, and I would like fall asleep with it very uncomfortably and wake up with no mouth guard.
Yeah, because once you fall asleep, you realize, like, awake, Brandon is a fucking idiot for putting this in my mouth. Let's get this out of here.
I think all sorts of things happen to me at night when I'm sleeping because no matter how I start, I never end up that way. Like
I don't know what that means.
So I wear a dread sock sleeping hat.
I've seen it.
And I put it on, and I'm very comfortable. I go to sleep, and I wake up, no hat. Hat is gone. Sometimes I wake up with no underwear.
I do too. I swear to God, I was going to bring that up. Sometimes I do. I wake up nude. And it's not even because I'm hot. It could be like the middle of the winter.
And it's just all of a sudden you're nude?
I'm nude. I don't know what happens.
Yeah. It's like a whole day happens while I'm sleeping.
While I'm asleep. Sometimes when this actually just happened to me very recently. I'm laying there trying to fall asleep, and I think to myself, for the next 7-8 hours, I'm not going to know what's happening.
Right.
I could wake up tomorrow. There could have been a whole life lived here.
There could have been. There might be.
Yeah.
I always have this thing, I wonder if someone's living in the basement.
Of your home.
Yes. What if there was just a random person living in the basement and they're just good at staying away from you?
Oh, that gives me the willies.
It's pretty weird.
It is pretty weird.
But I back to the sleeping, I had to actually buy performance shirt to sleep in. And it's true. I went out to Walmart. I bought the performance shirt, the not spandex, polyester material that I like this shirt.
When you initially said performance shirt, I thought you said performer shirt. I imagined you sleeping in like an Elvis, the white bedazzled Elvis.
No, I got the performance shirt because I toss and turn a lot, and I don't like getting the cotton all bunched up.
Oh my God!
So it slides around. It's good. Try a performance shirt. 100% polyester.
All right.
Sleeping is good. Works for me.
A slicker material.
Slicker. It doesn't get all bunched, and it's good. It's a good way to sleep. My sleeping cap is also polyester.
My sleeping cap.
And to be quite honest, my underwear is also polyester. I have a thing for polyester.
Really?
Yeah. I like this performance material. I only wear it.
So
If I think I'm going to start trying to find polyester socks. I love polyester.
wait a minute. Your polyester underwear are like tighty whities, but they're
No, not
polyester?
tidy white. I don't wear tidy whities. I wear boxers.
And they're polyester.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine it.
I can show you.
I imagined you in a Speedo. And
No, why would I wear a Speedo?
I don't know.
That's like the last thing you should imagine.
It was polyester Speedo.
No.
That with a performance shirt on.
Tucked in.
Tucked in.
Tucked into the polyester
And your
Speedo.
dread sock. You look like a goddamn superhero.
A
From the Nation of
retard
Islam.
superhero.
From the Nation of Islam with this freaking beard you got going.
This is a beard.
It is.
I'm liking it.
It is. It's a very manly.
I think it might be attracting the wrong type of attention, though. I had this, I was playing craps in Atlantic City over the weekend, and this fine young black woman walks up to me, and she's like talking to me, probably hitting on me, and I wouldn't blame her. And she starts going, "What's this game?" And I'm like, "It's craps." She's like, and she goes, "Where are you from? I love your accent." Like she had this really weird, like she had a weird accent, but she goes, she goes, "I love your country accent." Where you from? And I'm like, New York? I don't think I have a country accent.
I don't think you do.
It was hard to get rid of this lady.
Yeah. I love your accent.
I love your country accent. Where are you from? Like New York. I said, "Where are you from?" She said, "Brooklyn."
And she said, yo, country accent?
Yeah.
She meant Brooklyn from someplace else.
Brooklyn from the South.
She went South Brooklyn.
South
Louisiana, Brooklyn.
And then I was also there in Atlantic City, and I was driving down to Atlantic City past all these billboards.
Why were you in Atlantic City?
To see my favorite band, Coheed and Cambria.
I still haven't enjoyed them.
You will. But they're pretty much the best band ever. But so I'm driving down the highway, and you pass all these billboards, and they advertise some interesting things like 2 times comps and 3 times odds on craps and whatever these ads say. And one of them said, "Peel your own shrimp."
What?
It was a buffet, and they were advertising peel your own shrimp. And I started thinking, why the hell would you advertise that? I mean, like I would be interested in shrimp, but why advertise that I have to peel it myself? Why is this a selling point?
I don't eat seafood, so I don't really know.
But think about it.
Something you would want to do?
I wouldn't want to defeather my own chicken.
I also don't want to check out my own fucking groceries when I go to the grocery store.
I do.
You do?
If I see a self-checkout line, I'm ecstatic.
If it's a couple of things, that's one thing. But I don't even like that I have to swipe my own card.
No. I would rather do if I could go out to a fine restaurant and they could ding it and I can go pick it up, I'd be happy. I don't like dealing with idiots, and there's idiots abound everywhere.
Yeah.
So I have to go and deal with the person who doesn't know how to scan and use the cash register. I can beat probably any checkout person at the supermarket, and I'm not a supermarket professional. They were trained in this. I could beat them.
You're right. Sometimes I just want other people to do everything for me.
Really?
Yeah. Like tonight, I said to my mom before I came here, right now, Mom, is a perfect time to have a slave. We talked about this.
Right.
And she said, what in the hell are you talking about? And I said, I have to take my contacts out. I tell them to go get my contact lens case. I might even tell them to pop my contact lenses out. Put them in the case, close it up, put it back in the bathroom, get my glasses, take my slippers off and put my regular shoes on because I have to go soon. Make me some raviolis and a cup of coffee. And I could sit here and pet my dog for the 20 minutes it's going to take me to do all that stuff.
I just had an epiphany.
That's the kind of slave I want.
We should place a Craigslist ad. For a slave.
I bet there are already Craigslist ads for them.
I bet you that we will get a response. And we may get a response quickly.
Listen, you know what I'm thinking? And I'm fucking dead ass serious about this. Let's start a company that puts slaves and slave havers together. I don't want to say slave owners because you're not really going to own them. Well, I mean, you kind of are, but
we're gonna post it right now on Craigslist. What do you think? What section should we put this in? Let's go for.
Would you put it in the personal section?
No. Let's make it a gig. Crew, event, labor, talent, writing, domestic. All right. Let's go there. It's loading. Let's post. It's loading up.
How do we know we're not going to end up with some creeper and I'm not going to end up in a fucking basement zip tied to a boiler in some basement in Hoboken with a ball gag in my mouth?
Honestly, that's how I was hoping it was going to end. All right, so we want to hire somebody. So we're going to hire somebody, domestic gig. All right, here we go. We'll put it in the Westchester area just because it's closest to us. Now let's go posting title. Slave wanted. Specific location. Orange County, New York.
Please tell them they're not getting paid.
All right. What do you want your slave to do? Radio show host.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's nice.
Seeks slave.
To do pretty much anything I don't want to do.
To do pretty much anything she doesn't want to do. What would the tasks include?
Putting gas in my truck, yard work, walking my dogs.
Gas truck, yard work, walk
cleaning.
dogs, pick up poop, clean. Anything else?
See, I don't want to put it, I will want them to do this, but I don't want to attract the kind of person that's looking for this. I will probably want them to like brush my hair, file my nails, pluck my eyebrows, stuff like that. But don't put that in there because then I'm going to end up with some fucking fat, pervy weirdo with skin that looks like baloney.
That's a best case scenario. So what's the pay like?
None.
No pay, you are a slave.
Yes.
All right. Please respond with letter as to why you would be a good slave.
And a photo, because I can't
And
have
a
ugly
photo.
people around me.
And then we'll share this stuff on the Facebook page.
Yes.
Anything that comes through.
All right.
All right. Let me just submit this gig.
I hope this works out for me.
I hope so too. All right. It's posting. Publishing. Got to verify my email address here. See what happens. I think we're well on our way here.
We can share this slave.
I don't need a slave. I already have slaves.
If you need your car washed, if you need whatever. If Tina's menstruating and can't make it, whatever.
Whatever.
Take my Gunnadan.
All right.
And they need to have another name. I'm going to
All right.
rename them. Their slave name is Gunnadan.
The ad is posted, and we shall see what happens. Maybe by the end of the show, we'll have some responses.
I would love that.
All right. So, you know what I find weird and kind of annoying? People who have beautiful teeth, but just one tooth missing.
I've worked
It's very
with
strange.
a woman like that.
I actually saw this very lovely Mexican at the crap stable as well.
It's the only thing you can look at, right? The gape.
It's very weird. But he had very beautiful teeth and just
Right.
one missing. What happened? I wanted to ask this.
Why didn't you? Well, I guess you really can't.
He was kind of Mexican.
It was kind of Mexican. Was he climbing all over Sammy?
No. She wasn't there.
Excuse me, sir. That's on my wife?
No.
What happened to your eye tooth?
But I always find it weird, like just one tooth missing. It's like somebody came at them with a ball peen hammer.
Yeah.
Just the one tooth. Like
Yeah.
if you have all bad teeth, that makes
one
sense to
thing.
me.
Right.
But one tooth missing in the front?
In the very front,
Yeah.
I used to have one of these teeth missing.
How did
It
it grow
was-
back?
It's like a thing.
What?
It's a
It's a cap?
yeah.
Hmm.
Which are very expensive. So I can immediately assume that someone who is missing a tooth doesn't have like $2,500 to spare.
It might be worth it on a front tooth, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right.
As you cross it off your list. Okay, excellent. I have something.
Okay.
I'm sure that you have this problem. I think everybody that works and is a non-smoker runs into this. And I've run into it in every job I've ever had. Do you work with people who do smoke and just take breaks throughout the day to go smoke?
Absolutely.
Don't you think that it's absolutely ridiculous?
100%.
Okay. Oh, I have something to talk about that too.
Is it ridiculous? Yes. Why? Because you have a vice. Do you get a break?
A disgusting addiction. Do you get to take
I think that
several
some people
breaks?
smoke only so they can get a break.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm thinking about becoming a full-time smoker.
It should be unacceptable.
It should be.
Smoke on your lunch break when everybody else gets to leave, and that's it.
Yeah.
Instead, it's 15-minute break every hour.
Literally every hour.
I wouldn't put up with that.
What are you going to
What am I going to do?
do? You talking to me? What am I going to do?
I wouldn't put up with it. I'd make them quit
Smoking or the job?
the job.
Well, sometimes they're my boss.
I'd make them quit.
I think it's kind of bullshit.
I totally agree.
I think I'm going to start saying, hey, you going outside for a cigarette? And if they're like, yeah, you want to have a cigarette?
I'm going outside
no,
to masturbate.
I'm just going to go out and fucking watch you. I just want to go out and...
Oh, we're on a smoking break.
I'm on a breathing break. I'm going to go outside and just breathe in some fresh air.
It seems like people who smoke don't work. They just take constant breaks. And I think that the break is actually the working. And the job is actually the smoking.
You might have a point. I had something I wanted to talk about how many poor people smoke.
That might be why they're poor.
Well, yeah, they're ridiculously expensive now. I remember when I was a kid and cigarettes went from $1 to $1.25. My
Yep.
mother is a smoker. And cigarettes went from $1 to $1.25. And every single day my mom's fishing around for that extra quarter. And every day she's like, if they go up another nickel, I'm fucking quitting. Well, here we are. Flash forward 60 years.
She still smokes?
She's still smoking, and she has stage 4 lung and bone cancer. And she is
From the smoking?
still smoking.
Well, why give up now?
That's exactly what she said. Actually,
makes
what she
sense.
said was, it's like shutting the fucking barn door after the horse is out. Okay, Mom.
She has a point.
She does have a point. And at this point, I mean, who gives a shit? This is the third time she's had cancer.
Right.
So the lady's like, cancer schmancer. You know what I mean?
She might be faking it at this point.
I think she is. She just might be. They're not going to start giving her free cigarettes because she finally got cancer.
So this morning, remember that guy from the Dunkin' Donuts that goes, "Don't worry about it"?
Yeah.
I went to the Giants game yesterday, and
He
the
was
back.
there.
What?
He was there?
No, I went, and the back of the ticket said you can get a free medium Dunkin' Donuts coffee. So I went there to Dunkin' Donuts.
You're a glutton for punishment.
I know. And he scanned my ticket, and then he goes, "Keep the ticket, and you can use it for another coffee. Just don't tell anybody." And I said, "Thank you." And he said, "Don't worry about it." But it was perfectly acceptable that time.
right, because he's being morally corrupt.
Yes,
So you'll deal with that.
I will. You know what also irritates me? People who will stand there for like 5 minutes holding a door open when you're like 2 miles away from the door and make you feel like an asshole because you have to run there so that they can hold the door for you.
Now, I do that, but you know what I
It's
always
like there
do?
needs to be a limit of how far away they are to hold the door open.
Yeah, I mean, there is definitely like an acceptable limit and then an ass-kissing distance.
I think
I've
there's
never-
some people, they must carry binoculars.
He's coming.
He's coming. And then you just, like, you don't want to run to the door, but then you feel bad because they're holding the door open.
Right. I guess I do. I put people in that position. Fuck it.
It's
I don't
strange.
care. It is.
And also, what is with the door holding thing to begin with? It's like, it's really not that difficult to open the door.
It's polite.
But what makes it polite?
That you're doing something for somebody that you don't have to do.
Why can't you do something more useful? Like give me money.
Speaking of money, I was at the bank recently over the weekend using the ATM because the bank's closed. And this brings up two things. When you're at an ATM and it says limit to 3 transactions, does it still say that on them?
I never use an ATM.
You don't?
No.
What do you do?
I don't use money.
I don't use money. This fucking guy.
I don't.
What do you use? Rupees?
Shillings. I use credit card.
I'm going to cough. I came here sick.
I very rarely use an ATM. I think since I got my latest bank account a couple years ago, I've maybe been to the ATM once.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually wasn't using the ATM. The person that I was with was using the ATM. But while we were sitting there was a vehicle in front of us making a transaction. And there were 1 or 2 vehicles behind us. And the guy in front of us, a Hasidic Jew, was apparently making a $4,000 deposit with singles.
He's straight back from the strip club or what?
That's right. Putting them one by one in the ATM. And we sat there long enough for my friend to start flipping out and roll his window down and go, "Come the fuck on!" where the guy took off. And this is after me spending like a solid 8 minutes soothing his rage so that he wouldn't slam into the back of this caravan of Hasidic Jews.
So it was just a caravan of Hasidic Jews and dollar bills?
Yeah.
It was just a minivan full of dollar bills.
No, it was a single Hasidic Jew man in a very beat up minivan.
Full of dollar bills.
Full of dollar bills.
Like that he was coming out the windows.
That he was depositing at M&T Bank. But while we're sitting there waiting for this man to put every fucking dollar bill that he has ever made into the ATM, the car behind us starts honking. Where are we going to go?
I don't know, but once somebody starts honking, I join in.
You do?
Yes.
You're a dickhead. Yeah,
because now all of a sudden I can't be the one being accused of honking anymore.
Right.
I didn't honk.
See, now if we were the car directly behind him, if somebody behind me honks, I immediately put my hands up and go, "Where'd that come from?" Like, it wasn't me.
No, if there's honking, like I can not even know why people are honking, I'll just start honking too. It's like an excuse to use my horn.
I love when people honk when you're sitting waiting for a bus, like the school bus, when you're stopped there and somebody 7 cars back honks the horn. Where the fuck do you think I'm going to go? We're all going to take off because you honked your horn? The red flashing lights are still out.
I would start beeping.
Oh my God. You're the devil. You might be the devil.
I might be. I heard you had some questions.
I do. I came up with
She told me there was some questions she had for me before the show. And she wanted to know if I wanted to know them up front. And I said, no, just ask me the questions.
How much time do we have left? Because I got a couple other things we want to talk about.
We have time.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got to look it up. I put it in my notes on my phone like you told me to last time. I come here fully unprepped. Shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
Totally spontaneous.
So what are these questions?
Brandon doesn't like that.
I'm not that spontaneous.
No. I just let it rip. Okay. I play this game with my daughter a lot.
Okay.
It's not the perverted version of it. You bunch of scumbags. We do the, would you rather eat a slug or a big fat earthworm? Would you rather, you know the would you rather game?
Okay.
Like usually it's like, would you rather like fuck Oprah Winfrey or get a blowjob from Al Roker. Like, that's usually the game you play, but not with my daughter.
Sure.
So I brought up this. I'm not asking you that question. Would you fight a midget?
Or
No, would you fight a midget?
if you pissed me off, yeah.
I mean, just for like, if somebody was like, here's $50, fight a midget.
No, I don't want to get my ass kicked.
Would you fight a blind person?
What did they do?
You're just being told to fight. I imagine this happening.
What am I, like a gladiator or
yes,
something?
that's how I imagine this to happen in a third world country.
But am I fighting for my life?
Yeah.
Then I'll kill the blind person.
Okay.
And the midget.
Now, for fun, would you fight a hooker or a homeless person?
Hooker.
You would.
Yeah.
Why not a homeless person? Because they're probably fucking crazy.
They're probably dirty.
But the hooker's not.
Not in the same way.
Would you date someone with a clubbed foot or missing digits?
Or missing digits?
Like,
am I picking?
no. Yeah.
They have both?
Go ahead. Pick one.
The club foot or the missing digits?
Yeah.
What
And
digits missing?
say these ones.
This is
So
a problem.
she looks like this all the time.
So
Hey,
she makes the
Brandon,
metal sign all
help
the
me hold my coffee cup. Yeah.
Well, the thing with the club foot, what's a club foot?
And I mean, it's a terrible club foot.
Well,
it's like the kind of club foot where she can't even, like, her shoes get fucked up when she wears them. Her club foot's so bad.
I don't like these options.
You got to do one of them.
Digits.
And remember that when you're making love to this girl, she's going to be like this. With 3 fingers on your face.
I guess I'll go with the club foot because we can like.
Ugh, you've never seen a club foot.
No. I guess there's right and wrong answers to this.
You've never seen one.
What else we got?
That's it.
That's
Those are
all
my
the questions?
Yeah. I had other stuff that aggravated me.
Okay.
I haven't seen you in a long time, so
Right.
came up with some things. There's a you notice how, I don't know if it's through fads, like fashion is fashionable and goes in and out.
Fashion is fashionable?
It is. Types of music go in and out. Different celebrities come in and out of, like fads. There are, maybe just because I never noticed it because I was younger and didn't give a shit, and now I'm older and I hear my kids use them, like completely overused expressions. In the last couple weeks, I have heard probably 87,000 people say, does that make sense to you? Like, they give me information.
They're just not confident in themselves.
Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah.
But where did how come all of a sudden?
It's not all of a sudden. You're just noticing it.
I feel like
I hear
it's
a
all
lot of,
sudden.
you know what I'm saying?
I say that a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
I say, you know what I'm saying? And you know what else I say a lot? And I've been called out on it. And I told this person to fuck themselves. I always say, listen to me. Listen to me.
I hate when
Blah,
you,
blah, blah.
like when somebody comes up to me like at the mall or that's the outlet mall or whatever, and they go, can I ask you a question?
Yes, that's another
I
one.
just say no.
No, you can't ask me a question.
You used your question up.
Yeah. Or if while someone's doing something, like if I were to place this bottle of woodchuck hard cider down in front of you and said, can I put this here? And then put it there. What if I say no? You're asking me a rhetorical question.
Right. Just say no. You should make a habit out of
But then
saying
make it
no.
a statement. Don't make it a question.
A lot of people have a problem saying no.
I know somebody that does. You married her.
Saying no?
Yeah, and I'm probably going to end up beating somebody's ass in because of it someday.
Oh, that's true. She doesn't like to say no. She likes to say yes. Mm-hmm. I always say no first.
You do? About
Always.
anything?
Anything. Ask me something.
I don't believe it. No. I don't believe it. No.
I don't mind saying no. And I don't care who it annoys.
Why would it annoy somebody?
It annoys people.
What kind of stuff do you, like if somebody said, hey, can I borrow your lawnmower?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Oh, I would say no.
Really?
Yeah.
You're smart then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because then I got to worry about getting the lawnmower
You're
back.
never going to get it back. You're never going to get it back. And
The
when
answer
you
is
do,
no.
the bag's going to be full. There's not going to be any gas in it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you ask me for a donation, no.
I definitely say no to that. And my kids think it's ridiculous. And you know what I actually say? I try to make it funny, but sometimes my humor is lost on people. Go figure. I always say whenever they're like, would you like to make a donation to the Dying Kids Foundation? I always go, no, I hate kids. Every time.
I'm going to start using that.
Every single time. Say it, and they don't know what to do. But you can't laugh or anything. Just go,
oh, I won't have a
no,
problem.
I hate kids.
The thing is, I don't want to make a donation unless I already decided to make a donation.
Right.
I want to make the decision as to whether I'm going to make a donation. I don't want to feel bullied by you.
Right. I understand that.
Yeah.
You recently went to amusement park?
Did I?
You did.
Yeah, I did.
You did. How'd that go for you?
I feel like you have some inside information. So should I tell the story?
Go ahead. You're breaking his heart right now, but go ahead.
So, went to Six Flags. Great adventure.
Hold on a minute. I just want everybody to know that right now we're talking about my new friend, Paul, who started out hating me, and I've grown on him, and now I think he loves me. Okay.
Somehow Bom'Chelle made a friend.
I did.
So I went to Six Flags with Paul, and I love roller coasters.
Right.
I've been on many a roller coaster.
Right.
In fact, I've been on many a roller coaster with Paul. Went to Six Flags, went inside. First roller coaster we went on was King Da Ka.
I won't go on that one.
Why not?
I don't know. I have like, it really depends. Like I've gone places and been like, yeah, roller coaster. And then I get there and I'm like, oh.
You're scared of them?
I just can't. Like I get real anxious. And then there's other times where, it
so
doesn't
what, you're
bother
scared?
me and I love it. Sometimes
you got to man up.
Sometimes I do man up.
You got to just man up and do it.
I know. My brother made me cry on one. Like
really?
2 years ago.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
when I was a child. Like when I was a 39-year-old woman, I cried.
What did you cry about?
It was the one, we were out in California and it's not a roller coaster, but like they strap you in it really, really tight, which I don't like. They strap you in it really tight. You can't move. You can't do anything. And you go up like 18 stories and then they drop you. You know what one I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's
and
like
then
a free
they
fall
creep
kind of
you
thing.
up again and then they drop you.
Oh, it's like the one that's on the big pole?
Yes.
You're used to poles.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Set up.
Yeah, they did that, and I got in it. They strapped me in real tight, and I'm like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this.
Why? Because they strapped you in tight?
Because I was in so tight, and I just like, it made me like have an anxiety attack. You can't move. Like my hips, and I'm sitting there thinking like, how the hell is my brother strapped into this? Because I'm pushed, like I can feel this thing pressing, not just sitting, but pressing on every part of my body that it's touching. Mm-hmm. How is my brother dealing with this? He's 3 times the size of me. How is he even breathing?
Right.
So I actually physically started to cry. I started to cry. And I was like, you have to let me out. And the kid, California kid, comes over and is like, oh, lady, don't cry, man. I'll let you out. And my brother, who's a snapper, he's a finger snapper. He snaps at everything. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Do this. Went like
What
this
is he,
to
the
him.
Fonz?
He thinks he is. He's the brown Fonz. He went like this. If you touch her, I'll break your arm. And the kid was like, my brother was like, don't laugh at me. I'm not kidding. Don't go near her. I'm crying. Did I mention he's my older brother? And he was a drill instructor in the Marine Corps for like 20 years. If you touch her, I'm going to snap your arm. Don't laugh at me. Get away from her. And the kid did. He didn't even say he was sorry to me or anything. And I'm crying, swinging my feet. And I cried through the whole thing. I like cried. And I could hear my brother next to me laughing. Like that from, what was a cartoon where that little, I think he was a cat. He used to go, you know what I'm talking about?
No idea. Is that like Felix the Cat or something?
No.
Garfield?
No, crap. What was he from?
Cat Dog?
No, I'm going with Cat Dog. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you really think I'd reference that?
I don't know.
I'm going way back.
I don't know what you were up to.
With Boris, and the little short guy's name was Boris, and then he had a tall
Yeah, I know who
girlfriend,
you're talking
and
about.
it was the races. I want to say that little his name
Mighty
was
Mouse?
Snedley or something like that. It's in that era, the Mighty Mouse era.
Felix the Cat.
No, that was a porn.
Oh.
Wasn't it a cartoon porn?
I don't know. I never saw it.
Bullshit. I'm going to call bullshit on that.
So, back to my story.
Okay, right.
So, I went on King da Ka, and I was all right. Like, I'm not afraid of roller coasters at all.
Right.
So, I go on the King da Ka, and then it gets to the end, and I start getting panicky after it's over because of the same exact reason as you said.
The seat.
The seat is like, I can't breathe. Like, it's pushing on me, and I can't go anywhere, and I can't move, and I really don't like it. And I'm like starting to get squirmy, and I'm like kicking and like,
oh my God, I wish I was there for this.
Putting my feet up and like trying to get out. So like, I'm real thrilled when I get out of that. And then afterwards, I realize that the last time I went on a roller coaster, which was like last year, I went to Tennessee, went to Dollywood.
Oh my
Dolly
God.
Parton's theme park. And I also felt kind of like panicky like that, but only because of the seat, not because of the ride. I'm not afraid of the ride at all because I've been on hundreds of roller coasters.
Right.
But because of the seat. So then I'm like, all right, maybe it was just a one-off thing, you know. So we go on to this other ride, me and Paul. And like, it's this one where you stand up and like this bicycle seat comes up into your crotch. And then they like put a harness over your shoulders. So
What the
like,
hell ride was this?
Paul's ride of fun.
I can't. There's so many things I could say right now. I don't even know which one to pick.
So I see the seat outside, so I decide to demo it. So like I go to get into it, you know, like, and I'm kind of like putting it over me, and Paul's laughing at me. He's like, let's go on the freaking ride already. So I go to get on the ride.
You could try the seat out before you got on the ride?
Yeah, they had like a demo seat.
All right.
So like I wasn't sold on the seat.
No.
So then we go to get on the ride, and he's like, just get on the ride and shut up, you know, like, so I get on the ride, I get strapped in, and they pull the seat crotch thing up into my crotch. They pull the thing over, and then I start panicking, and I'm like, I don't like this. And Paul's laughing, and I'm like, no, I'm serious. I don't like this. And then I don't like it at all. I can't breathe. Right. So then they're like starting to launch the ride. They're like ready to launch the ride. And I'm like, get me out of this thing.
Really?
I want out. Let's go. I want out of this thing.
Did they let you out?
Yep, they let me out. And Paul is like, he's looking at me like I'm a crazy person. Like, I think he didn't think I was going to take it that far, but I couldn't breathe.
I didn't think you were going to take it that far.
No, I'm like, get me out. I need to get out of this. I can't breathe. I need to get out of this. I can't breathe.
Oh my God, you had a full-blown attack.
Full-blown panic attack.
You're a vagina.
I may be. But it has nothing to do with the ride. It's the seat.
It's the seat.
They need to loosen this freaking seat up.
They can't loosen it.
So
You'll
then,
fucking fall out.
So then it gets even worse. And we go on this Houdini ride.
Oh boy.
All right, so this Houdini ride.
It already sounds dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous at all. That's what's even more ridiculous about this. They put us into a room, and it's like pretty dark, kind of like you'd see maybe in Disney World. And I'm already getting panicky. Now I'm shaky. I don't like anything.
I'm shaky. I'm
Right?
off kilter.
So I'm off kilter. So then they move you after this room, and there's like this stupid like Houdini show thing, and like a head comes up, and things move around the room.
You're standing there?
Yeah, you're just standing there.
No.
So then you move into this other room where there's these big wooden benches, huge wooden benches that go the whole room, and you're supposed to sit in the bench, and then there's like a lap bar that comes down, and it's like a shared lap bar among like a whole lot of people.
Across the wooden bench?
Yeah.
No, I already hate this ride.
So this, I sit down, and the lap bar starts. Well, first they're fiddling with the ride, and like there's some kind of problem. Then like all the doors close, and it's this inside ride, and there's no operator anymore. Right? So the operator's not on the inside of it. They're like on the outside of it.
Okay.
So it gets real dark, and the lap bars start to come down, and I start freaking out. Like the lap bar, I don't know what's going on, but the lap bar's just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And then like it's dark. There's no way out of this thing. and like I'm panicky, and like I'm trying to like stand up.
Oh my
like,
God.
And I'm next to Paul, and he's looking at me like I'm a freaking maniac. He's like, "What are you doing?"
You ruined his whole day.
He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like trying to get up, like trying to get this lap bar, trying to hold the lap bar back. Like I don't like it. I'm starting to have another panic attack. And then the ride starts, and the room starts spinning around you. It wasn't good. I didn't like it.
You could have just closed your eyes.
I didn't like the lap bar. That's what I didn't like. And there was no need for a lap bar on this ride.
Well, you don't know if people get thrown off balance from a spinning room, if they're fucking
I can
idiots.
handle myself. As long as I'm not getting strapped down to the ride. So then we go, and he's like, "What, you want to go on like the merry-go-round or something?" So we go on the merry-go-round. Like,
No, you didn't.
oh, yeah, we did. I sat on a chicken, I think. So then afterwards, he's like, "Oh, there's this cool ride." And it goes up in the air, and it's like a swings the swings around kind of deal, but it's really tall. I'm like, I'll go on that as long as like it's not going to strap me down.
As long as nothing's holding me, I'll go up in the air and swing around in a circle.
So then we go over there, and there's this like, it's supposed to be just like a chain that comes down and holds you in, but then there's like this like seatbelt that goes on, but it has no give to it.
Oh my God.
So then I didn't want to go on that ride. Then we went on the Ferris wheel.
You're like taking a fucking kid.
Yep. I don't like rides anymore.
You might not.
I don't understand why they got to trap me in so tight.
So you don't fall out.
But I can't have enough room to breathe.
You'll fall out.
If the thing just doesn't move, you're not going to fall out. You'll just wiggle around a little bit. I should be able to breathe.
You're going to fall out.
So that was my day at Six Flags, and then I waited on lines with Paul.
It sounds fucking miserable.
Oh, it was horrible.
It sounds.
I mean, I had a good time, but I don't think that I'm going to be going on rides anytime soon. And then, this past weekend, I had another panic attack.
What?
Yep.
Do you need to be on medication?
It all has to do with claustrophobia, I think, because I researched what I have now.
Right.
I did a whole lot of research that night when I got home.
Right.
And I found out that I have claustrophobia.
You found out now.
Yeah, I didn't know before. Nope. So I was at the Giants game, and I went to go get on the shuttle bus to get over to Giants Stadium because we were parked in a lot that was kind of far away.
Mm-hmm.
And like we got seats on the bus, and then all of a sudden more and more and more and more people packed in, and they were all standing in the aisles. Didn't like it.
See, I don't like that kind of stuff either.
I started getting hot and panicky, and my wife told me to calm down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I'm hot, I'm panicky. And then it did subside, and then it went away.
Yeah, I get like that sometimes. I get like that a lot. I actually used to have a panic disorder when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah.
It's only seems to be in close spaces.
Right. Well, a panic disorder is different than an anxiety disorder. So they actually put me on medication it's the same exact medication that they give people that have epilepsy. Because the same chemical in your body that causes an epileptic seizure also causes a panic attack.
So I might have a seizure?
No. Yeah, go have anxiety over that.
I'm going to get anxiety over seizures. I don't want to piss myself.
I also think that at amusement parks, at museums, at anything where they charge you money to get in, there should be a day of the month, not of the week. There should be one day out of the month where a child's fee is doubled. So there are less children there.
I like that idea.
You can't ever say like, oh, it's, child free the third of every month. But you can say the third of every month, it costs you twice as much to bring your kid. Because then nobody ever would.
Here's something else that bothers me. Elderly people.
Don't even talk to me about old people right
now.
No,
seriously, elderly people. Why do they get a senior citizen discount? They've had a lot more time than us to save their money. It should be a senior citizen premium. And they go around demanding senior citizen discount. If I had a business which had senior citizens coming to it, which I wouldn't have, I wouldn't cater to senior citizens or children, I would not give a discount.
No.
What were they doing their whole lives?
Again, this goes back to just being polite.
What?
giving them a discount.
Why is that polite? They're not being polite. They're being grubbers.
Grubbers.
They're trying to grub up everything.
I haven't heard
they
that
die.
word in so long. Give me this. Give me free bird seed.
I don't understand why they should have a discount.
Because they're old.
So what?
They've
There
been
should be
here
a
long
young person
time.
discount because they have less money. I mean, there's a college discount, I guess,
Right.
sometimes.
Right.
That makes a little more sense to me.
There's a military discount.
I'm fine with that.
Just the old people.
I don't get it.
Because you're not old yet.
So when I'm old, I'll get it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll want the discount.
And you'll get it for less. That's all I got today. Oh, no. I have another one. I saw this lady the other day. I don't even remember where I was. I think I was coming out of the gym and she was going to the post office with hair that was like down to the back of her knees. That disgusts me.
I hate people with long hair.
No, I don't mean long hair. I mean like ridiculous hair. And there's also...
I hate people with ridiculous hair.
Your hair is not ridiculous.
Oh, okay, thanks.
I've loved several people with dreadlocks.
You should do dreads.
I'm thinking about it.
There we go. That would be perfect.
I'm thinking about it.
Sammy could do them for you.
There's a... Could you, Sammy?
She does mine.
Oh, you little honey bear.
Yeah.
You can use my sleeve, too.
Oh, did we get any sleeve responses yet? Nope. Not a one. Nobody wants to be a slave these days. They just don't work as hard as they used to.
They're lazy.
Lazy.
Lazy. Everybody's lazy. Her hair disgusted me.
Really?
Yeah. That's lazy. When you let your hair grow to the back of your knees and it's all like almost burnt up on the ends, like it should be brown hair, but it looks almost orangey at the ends because it's so dead.
Yeah.
That's lazy and disgusting.
Is it?
Yes.
Maybe
it
it's
is.
just the style they like.
That's not a style. That's lazy. That's when you don't have a style.
So why let it keep growing? Why don't they just chop it?
Because they're disgusting and lazy.
They should dread it up.
They should. Oh my God, her dreadlocks would have kicked ass. There used to be a woman. What was her name?
I don't know if you know, but this show is named Things We Dread.
Yeah.
After my hair.
Yeah.
And the things we dread.
It's true. It's true. What is that called?
What?
What is it called when you use...
It's a word that means two things.
Two things.
Double meaning. A homonym.
Double meaning. It's a double meaning.
Double meaning.
So what is that called?
Is that a homonym or a hymen? A hymenym?
I wouldn't know anything about a hymen.
I went to the other night, 2 weeks ago. We went to the open mic night at Bananas Comedy Club.
Where is that?
Poughkeepsie, and you need to come next time.
Oh, I will.
Oh, you need to.
Open mic night, huh?
Yep. I think that it's supposed to be the world's worst comedians.
Really?
I think so, because if it's not, that's what they had. I cannot believe how bad these stand-up comedians are.
Really?
It's embarrassing.
It's called a double entendre.
Double entendre. Have you ever seen stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen bad stand-up comedy?
Not for long.
What happens?
I stopped watching it.
Oh, you don't go to a live show. You're seeing it on TV.
I saw one live show. It was so many years ago. I got hammered. I don't even remember.
You need to come to this. It's that bad and that funny.
I would love it.
You're actually watching people. You're watching their souls be destroyed on
and
stage.
I love that.
They're not even remotely funny.
Do you think they know that? I know a couple people that do that.
You do?
Yeah, I've never gone to see them. I've been invited to, but I don't because I don't like them that much. But I know a couple people that do that.
But they're probably better than these open micers, right?
They're pretty funny people, like just in general. But like, I think I'm kind of entertainingly funny.
Yeah.
So are you. But I think if you put me in front of a crowd of people, I might freeze up.
I wouldn't freeze up.
No?
No.
I don't
do
know.
it all the time.
I don't really know if I would or not.
I'm a roller derby announcer.
It's true.
I hold down the event.
You hold that shit down. You got that on lock.
Here's the thing. I was saying that I believe that I could have been better than any one of those open micers. They were that bad.
How come you don't try it?
I never really thought that I should. But after seeing how bad they were, I was thinking that me and you should be a comedy duo.
We already are.
But we should try it live. I don't know what we would do, but it couldn't be worse than this crap. You need to go to this to see how bad it is.
I definitely will. I will.
There's not a laugh in the room.
What do they do?
Stare.
Oh,
like I stared the whole time.
It's terrible.
And everybody thought that I was a great target to pick on, I guess because of my hair. It wasn't even funny.
What'd you say back to them?
Not much. Like they'd say something about like my hair, and I'd be like how long have you had your hair? I'd be like 3-4 years. Like they think that I'm a funny target. Yeah, like they would have nothing more. You have to see how bad these guys are. Like there was this one girl there.
Oh no.
And she didn't have a story to tell. She just ended up talking about how she gave blowjobs.
You know what? I think that's where it always ends up going.
Really?
With female comedians, for the most part, yeah. Lisa Lampanelli, lady's hilarious.
I sat front row center for Lisa Lampanelli.
She's really funny.
She didn't pick on me because I'm not black, Mexican, or
right.
Gay.
So then I guess you didn't sleep with her either.
No. Did you?
Not yet. She likes black men. She loves them.
You're soulful.
But that's what you're soulful. But that's what I remember about her. Because that's what the majority of her stand-up is about her having sex with black men.
Yeah, she's pretty funny.
Yeah, I like her.
But I just don't think that I could do worse.
Let's try it.
I don't think I want to, though.
Well, then fuck it. We'll just keep doing this.
But you have to come next time.
I will. Can we
The
heckle?
whole audience has to come.
Will you get in trouble?
Oh, you can absolutely heckle there.
You can?
We could have heckled. I'm not a big heckler, but some of these guys were so bad that it was worth heckling.
Them.
Yeah. It was bad.
I want the whole audience to come.
There was some guy that was dressed up like the guy from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And he was talking a big game because I was like sitting in the lobby before like the show.
Right.
And he was talking about how like his inspirations and all this kind of stuff. And then he got up there and was just horrible.
His inspirations.
There was some guy that did impressions that were terrible. There was some guy that brought the entire audience because there was nobody there. Like there was literally like 8 people at this open mic night. He brought 6 of them.
That's
Me and my wife were the other 2. And they were laughing at him because I guess they came with him.
Right.
But I wasn't laughing.
That's terrible.
It was bad.
I think that's why I couldn't do it. Because if people didn't laugh at me and there was just like dead silence, I'd have to stab myself through the chest with my
Maybe me and you should go and we should both go up separately and see who gets more laughs. We should compete.
Now you're being mean. Now
we got to go up as a duo.
You're just being mean.
We should try it.
Yeah, you're locked in this now, buddy. You should talk to both my ex-husbands. Now we're a couple.
We are?
A couple of retards.
And with that is the end of episode number 7. Things We Dread. 2 weeks. We'll be back doing another episode.
Is it going to be 2 weeks or a week and a half? It's Monday.
Probably a week and a half, I would say. Get back on track.
Get back on track.
Get back on track. Week and a half. What we need you guys to do is share this show. We need to get it out there. And we like when you comment on the Facebook. And we like when you tell us your favorite quotes. It gives us a giggle. So go to thingswedread.com, facebook.com/thingswedread. Share our posts, share our podcast, share our lives.
Share our love.
That's B-Man and Bom'Chelle, thingswedread.com. See you next week.